Welcome back to our channel. In the Red Sea, a dramatic new video has emerged. French Navy's FS Languedoc, an Aquitaine-class frigate, engaging a Houthi suicide drone in a heart-pounding, point-blank confrontation. The weapon of choice? The ship's 76mm OTO Melara Super Rapid gun, firing in what many are now calling a knife fight at sea. Today, we're diving into what this incident means for the Philippine Navy and why arming our ships, especially large platforms like the Tarlac-class LPDs, is no longer optional. It's a necessity. Let's break it down. Near Yemen's Al-Hudaida coast, the FS Languedoc intercepted a Houthi suicide drone at near point-blank range. Despite the ship having missile-based defenses, it relied on its 76mm main gun. Why? Because speed, reliability, and rate of fire matter when the enemy is already in your face. This isn't science fiction. This is modern naval combat. And in today's maritime environment, even a small drone can sink a ship or kill dozens of sailors. Now imagine a similar situation, but instead of the Languedoc, it's one of our own, like the BRP Tarlac LD-601, or her sister ship, BRP Del Sur LD-602. Each of these landing platform docks can carry 500-plus troops, armored vehicles, and logistics equipment, helicopters, humanitarian supplies. Basically, they're floating cities and strategic hubs. Losing one would be catastrophic, not just militarily, but politically and emotionally. Yet for the longest time, they've been largely unarmed. Good news though, the BRP Tarlac is back at PT PAL Indonesia for its maintenance, repair, and overhaul. MRO. But here's the kicker. It's expected to be armed for the very first time. According to multiple credible sources, including Naval News and defense analyst Max Montero, part of the upgrade plan may include the integration of the 76mm OTO Melara Super Rapid gun, the same weapon system used effectively in the recent Red Sea drone interception. While final confirmation is still pending from official channels, preparations such as structural reinforcements on the forecastle deck and integration studies by PT PAL and Italian experts suggest the fitting is not just planned, but technically feasible and already underway. This would transform the Tarlac-class from a purely transport and logistics ship into a platform with credible self-defense capability, finally giving it teeth in increasingly contested waters. This is a huge step forward. The 76mm gun isn't just a cannon. It's a smart, multi-role system capable of air defense, surface warfare, anti-missile interception, even shore bombardment. With airburst munitions, it can hit fast, low-flying drones like those deployed by the Houthis before they reach the ship. In fact, the FS Languedoc isn't the only ship that's had success with the 76mm Super Rapid gun. Over the past year, NATO and allied warships, including Italian and Spanish vessels, have used the same weapon system to intercept drones and even incoming missiles in the Mediterranean and Gulf regions. These are high-intensity, real-world tests, not simulations. That means we're not talking about theoretical performance, but proven combat effectiveness. What's even more encouraging is that the Philippine Navy already has experience with this weapon. Our Jose Rizal-class frigates are armed with the same 76mm gun, giving our sailors familiarity with the system's maintenance, targeting software, and handling under pressure. By standardizing this across platforms, especially the larger ships like the Tarlac-class, we improve not just firepower, but logistics, training efficiency, and interoperability. This ties into the broader modernization goal under the Rehorizon 3 phase of the AFP modernization program. One key priority under this phase is building up credible deterrence through layered defenses, which includes anti-air, anti-surface, and even anti-submarine capabilities. Adding smart naval guns and close-in defense systems to support ships like LPDs fits perfectly into that vision. It has a high rate of fire, 120 rounds per minute guided targeting, and can engage threats in a 360-degree arc. But here's the catch. If only the Tarlac class has these upgrades. What about our smaller patrol vessels? Or the Coast Guard ships? A growing number of defense advocates are calling for a minimum deterrence package, even for smaller platforms. Something like 2 times MANPADS, Man-Portable Air Defense Systems, 2D Air Defense Radar, EO/IRST, Electro-Optical/Infrared Search and Track, 30mm autocannon with airburst munitions. This isn't excessive, it's survival. These systems cost far less than the lives and millions of pesos in equipment lost if a ship is struck. Let's not forget, the Philippines is in a hot zone. Our ships sail close to contested waters in the South China Sea. We've had multiple run-ins with Chinese Coast Guard vessels, maritime militia, and even PLA Navy ships. Now, imagine if they start deploying suicide drones or saturation attacks like the Houthis. Are we ready? Modern warships don't need to be destroyers to survive. They just need layers of defense. Think of it like a castle. You don't need a giant fortress, but you do need walls, archers, and a few knights at the gate. A well-armed patrol ship can fight off an attack. A well-equipped LPD can survive long enough for reinforcements to arrive. And in the age of drones and fast attack craft, survivability comes down to reaction time, targeting systems, and ready guns. Let's not forget the Philippine Coast Guard. They're in the front lines in the West Philippine Sea. Even just giving them remote-controlled 30mm guns, optical trackers, Stinger or Mistral launchers can make a huge difference, not to turn them into a combat force, but to give them the ability to defend themselves. Because in today's world, even humanitarian ships are being targeted. There's also a self-reliance defense posture, SRDP, angle here. Filipino companies like Safer PH, ANOS Research, and even private defense developers can help build or integrate these systems. We don't need to import everything. We just need to have a program and the political will to make it happen. So here's the takeaway. The Red Sea incident is not far away. It's a warning shot. Equipping our ships with even basic yet modern weapons can mean the difference between disaster and survival. The Tarlac-class upgrade is a step in the right direction, but we need to extend that logic across the entire fleet. Because in today's world, any ship can be a target. But with the right tools, any ship can also be a survivor. If you found this content helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Tell us in the comments, what other upgrades do you think the Philippine Navy should prioritize? This has been PH Malaya, and as always, stay sharp, stay aware, and stay sovereign.